Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Hot. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green. Hot. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Here we go now. Blue 90. Hot.
Hey, man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The hatred runs deep between these teams, and no position feels the pressure of a rivalry game more than quarterback. Can this fella look past the emotion of the game and deliver a victory for his team? It's the Cardinals going up against the 49ers. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the home of Super Bowl 50, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last,
they come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. first carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Carlos Hyde's a physical, tough runner. Had a few dings, but I don't think he should change a thing in terms of style. And I think that playing in Chip Kelly's offense gives him a chance to catch the ball more as well.
He can do both with him, Kenny. And he said he's excited to be in that Chip Kelly offense.
I think the versatility will really be to his liking.
Calais Campbell on the stop. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down, a run with Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Now, coach is always harped on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But
and across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Torrey Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a watch. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot and make sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
as San Francisco gets set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Out to the flat for Hyde. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, got three. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Selleck here, left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Going for it all. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Smith catches left side. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, Hands, a little bit questionable.
And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They run again with Hyde on first. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it is Cook at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Vance McDonald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Pro Bowler, Calais Campbell, able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, put an end to this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this. Got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit, but boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
On the move to his left. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one complete to Patton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And McDonald here over the middle. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
They go again with Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught at the 3. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps.
And the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down, Hyde. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
They run it again with Hyde. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at block. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks, we strap it up, and we get better each week. This is one of those times you got to take advantage of it, all right? So let's get at it. Hey, man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Play fake here on first down. Steps away. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
He'll look to throw, and he connects with Vance McDonald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll set up a throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the...
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. Wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Well, maybe thinking pass. They'll drop the throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time definitely to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's got Rome. Picked off by... And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stopped. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. Again, it's high. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Corey Graham. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie. And sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he's able to take this one back to the... And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Here we go.
All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And some room to work. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete right side to McDonald. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A loss of 8 on the play. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf.